I've tried so many things and I've never been able to do it. Or I say I'm going to do something and then I don't do it. And that you basically have trained your brain to tell yourself that every time you make a commitment, you let yourself down. So you're in this loop of making promises to yourself and not carrying them out and then feeling bad about yourself. So you're continually letting yourself down over and over again. And imagine if you had a friend who every time they made plans with you, every time they said, I'm gonna come to this party, every time they said, let's go meet up for coffee, they didn't show up for you over and over again. What if they did that every single Friday for 1 year? Do you think you would still be friends with that person? How do you think you would feel towards that person? Not very good, right? Because you're like, hey, you keep committing to me. You keep saying you're going to show up for me, but you don't. And you leave me hanging every single week, week after week. That's what you're doing to yourself when you're not showing up for yourself. When you have your mile-long to-do list and you're not doing it every week. When you sit down and you do a brain dump with 50 things at the beginning of the week and you get to Friday and you see all the things that you didn't do over the course of the week, how does it make you feel? It makes you feel embarrassed. It makes you feel not good enough. It makes you feel unworthy. And that's the reason why, because you're not carrying out what you say that you're going to do. And you're literally letting yourself down and you're breaking your promise to yourself day after day, week after week, month after month. So now you've conditioned yourself to say, I don't show up for myself. I let myself down. I'm not good enough because I can't even stick to this promise. But what you don't see is all the ways you've committed to other things, all the ways you've committed to your friend, your kids, your husband. You can make commitments. You can carry out your commitments, but maybe the commitments to yourself are falling so far down on your priority list that you feel like you're not good enough. But when the reality is that you are good at keeping some commitments, but maybe you are so low on your priority list that you're just not prioritizing yourself. Or maybe you are so over planning that you literally physically could not get everything on your to-do list done, and you're overloading yourself, which is really actually unproductive because, again, you are breaking your promise to yourself.